People ask me this question all the time. How do you have it all figured out? How do you do everything? How are you able to cook, take care of the kids, create content, do this and do that? Don't we all have the same 24 hours in a day? And girl, I feel you. If I were to be watching me, I would ask the same questions. In today's video, I'm about to break down everything for you. Now, I don't have everything figured out because there are days that, man, I'm trying to lose my mind. But I have built a system. If you've been following me for a bit, you realize that I struggled. I struggled with motherhood, with my kids, 2 under 2, 2 under 3. And what makes this struggle a little bit different is I am thousands and thousands of miles away from family. I don't have anybody who drops by to spend 2 hours to help me with one thing or the other. And I am a stay-at-home mother. I have 2 little people who constantly need me. So when I tell you that I have struggled, believe me, girl, I struggled. But since I have figured out this system, I'm gonna give it to you. I want every young mama, every young wife, anybody who's currently going through this season to have this blueprint because it has helped me, and I am for sure so certain that it's gonna help you. Before we get into the whole thing, I'd like to introduce myself to anyone who is seeing me for the first time. Hi, my name is Favor. On this channel, what I do is try to help young people, young mothers, young wives, young ladies live a more intentional, fulfilled, and happy life doing every and anything that they love. If that sounds like something that you will want to see, if it sounds like something you're interested in, hit the subscribe button and let's get this video rolling. Now, before I give you these systems, before I give you these blueprints, I'm gonna have to lay a little bit of foundation here because it's very important that you know it. Okay, first things first, we are not all the same. We are not under the same circumstances. We do not have the same situations, the same scenarios. We are completely different. And our situations are totally different. Another thing I would like to say is you have to learn to give yourself grace, because in this whole wifehood, motherhood, just living, a lot of things can go wrong. So you have to give yourself grace. On days that things do not go according to plan, don't freak out. One of the biggest misconceptions that we moms we have given ourselves is that we try to be everything and to do everything at once by ourselves. And that is number one secret to failure. That is number one secret to struggling, to begin to feel like you're not getting anything done. You don't need to carry all the load. I'm going to tell you that for free. You don't need to carry all the load. As a mother, you don't have to cook 24/7, clean 24/7. You don't have to have a tidy house 24/7. You can't do everything by yourself. You can't do everything alone because you are just going to collapse. You're just going to, lose it. When we're just trying to clean, trying to cook, trying to do laundry, trying to take care of the kids, make sure the kids meet up this and that. Look, we only have 24 hours in a day. And for myself, I realized that I do not want to live my life running like that, every single day, because I don't think that can work for me. I decided to build something that would work for me. The very first system I'm going to give you is, girl, cook once a week. You have to make sure that your family is fed. That is one thing that you must do as a young wife, as a mother. We have this joy in feeding people. So you have to make sure that there is food at home. For me, my system at home is I cook once a week. And what I do is before I start cooking, I actually do my grocery shopping before the cooking day because I have it all planned out in my head. Okay, I have it all planned out. I know the meals that I want to make for that day, the ones that are staples, something that you just heat up in the microwave, you keep running. Now, it doesn't mean that I do not cook every other day, like something light. But anything that's going to take me more than 60 minutes, which is 1 hour in the kitchen, I'm not going to do that every day. And this is one thing that has saved me. So I choose one day in a week and then I make sure that I cook everything down. I store it in my freezer, and any day that we have to eat something that I can't make immediately, we throw the thing in the microwave, and I make sure that I pack my husband's work meals alongside when I cook those meals. If you've been watching my videos, you'll find out that I cook a lot. It may seem like I cook every single day, but every video you see of me cooking is just once in a week. And that is how I have been running this home for the longest. I decide what to cook, I get the ingredients, I choose the day I want to do it, and I get it done. The second system that I have put in place is laundry. I do laundry every 3 days. Every 3 days. We are a family of four, so the laundry every 3 days feels a little bit realistic for me. So before it begins to pile up, I do laundry like every 3 days. I'm gonna give you every single day routine, okay? So don't fret. Let's just put these systems in place first of all, and then I'm gonna give you how your everyday is gonna look like, okay? The third system that I put in place is to give my appointments and my errands a single day of the week. Yeah, I'm not gonna fix appointments like any random day. If I get called by hospital, get called by the doctor, get called by anybody, I check my calendar, and if that day is not gonna work, we're gonna have to schedule for the day that is gonna work. As long as it's not an emergency, of course, emergencies do not thrive on all of this. But as long as it's not an emergency, I choose one day in a week to get my appointments done. And on the day of the appointment, I run all my errands on that day. If I'm going to stay out of the house, I'm going somewhere, I make sure that every other thing that I need to get outside, I do it that same day. The reason being that we are a one car family. It's not every store that I actually have the delivery system, but on days that we have appointments, on days that we have errands, all of us in this house, we are going to run that errand together, and we are going to do appointments on the same day. Stop trying to fix appointments on different days, put fixed errands on different days. You're really going to lose your mind because you feel like you have to go here today, you have to go here tomorrow, you just have to keep. Nah, girl, you're just going to get yourself burnt out. System 4, I multitask. You have to learn how to multitask. I kind of feel like as mothers, we have this superpower of being able to do almost everything at once, like 2 things, 3 things at once. Yes. So you have to learn how to multitask. Multitasking is top tier. If you feel like you can multitask, you have to learn, because in this whole thing of motherhood, you have to wear your big girl pants. It's time to actually get things done. Life is lifing, adulthood is adulting, if that makes any sense. You have to know that some things you have to do. You have to take up your responsibilities. So you got to learn how to multitask. You're not going to say it's not in my blood, I can't do it. I feel like, unless you probably have a condition that's making you unable to multitask. But if you're okay, I think you can multitask. The fifth system that I have put in place is rest. I cannot function if I am not rested. I cannot function as a wife, as a mother, as a person if there is no rest. So I have an actual day for rest. Now, I have said a lot of things. Let me give you a day-to-day run of how your week is going to look like. Monday. You wake up 6 a.m., 5 a.m., whatever time you wake up. First thing you're going to do is, before you start doing your workout or before you start whatever it is you do in the morning, put some clothes in the laundry. That is the first day of the week. Remember, we do laundry 3 times in a week, okay? Put the laundry to keep running while you go back to doing whatever it is you do in the morning. This is you multitasking. So don't tell me you don't know how to multitask. I'm actually telling you and teaching you how to multitask. While it is running, while the laundry is running, you can go ahead and do your workout, to do whatever it is you do early in the morning, spend your time with God, or anything that it is that you do. Once your kids wake up, now it's specifically for my stay-at-home mothers. Once your kids wake up, this is the system that works, okay? I give them a shower. I make sure that my kids take a shower immediately they wake up. We are not leaving the bedroom without taking a shower. So once I give them a shower, I make sure they are dressed. I take them for breakfast. I feed them breakfast, and then I give them some time to play or some time to watch TV if there is anything of that sort. And then I go straight into taking a shower because I need to be clean. These kids need a clean mother. And once I'm done taking the shower, I try to eat. Now, once that is done, I can have my homeschooling time or whatever time. Remember, I am still doing laundry, moving the laundry from the washer to the dryer and all of that. If I'm done homeschooling, I make sure that my kids take a nap. And when they take that nap, I take that time to rest. Of course, I'm going to rest in a day. I will always rest. When they wake up, I can continue doing every other thing that I want to do. In the evening, I make sure that I have a closing shift because I'm not going to wake up in the morning and everywhere is going to look bleh. I don't want that. And how I am able to show up as a content creator, I film my videos in the night when my kids have gone to bed. To filming my videos, I take my time and I take a shower, do my skincare routine, do anything that I love, and I go to bed, say 11 p.m. Now, from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m., that's about 7 to 8 hours of sleep. You are rested. Tuesday is food day. Tuesday, I cook for the week. I cook everything that we are going to eat for the week from Wednesday till the next Tuesday. Okay, I do nothing other than cooking. I make sure that my kids are fed and clean, and then I cook. I do not homeschool on those days. I make sure that I put all my energy into cooking. Tuesday is accounted for. Wednesday is my appointment days. I will take Wednesdays and I'll go for my appointments, do my errands. Whatever it is I want to do, I'm going to do it on that day. On Thursday is my rest day. I am going to rest. It's going to be a slow day. I'll spend time with my family. I will homeschool, I'll just do the things that we love and just keep, running my day to day. On Friday, I actually do laundry again. Now, in between Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I usually clean every spot. Now, closing shift is going to help you clean a lot. But for deep cleaning, I have outsourced to deep cleaning. If it's washing all the bathrooms, I have a cleaning lady who does it because there is a lot already that I am juggling and I'm not going to keep adding to it, I don't want to lose my mind. If you can afford a cleaning person, I advise that you do get one. But if you cannot, take Saturdays for your cleaning days. Clean on Saturdays and you could do that bi-weekly. That is every 2 weeks, and make sure that everywhere is clean. You don't have to sweat every single week cleaning or every single day. You can clean once in 2 weeks. I mean, deep cleaning. But every day, I do a closing shift every day. On rest days, on errand days, I do closing shift every single day. And before or after my closing shift, I take my time and I take care of myself. I film content, I edit my videos, I check out my social media platform, my businesses. That is when I do it. And on Sundays, I go to church. This whole routine, everyday routine, doesn't happen every single day. There are days you're not going to feel up to it. There are days that your body may be tired. There are days that one kid may be ill, you may be ill, husband may be ill. Life is happening. But one thing I do not want you to feel is to feel defeated or to feel like you don't have it all figured out or you don't have it all planned out, because life is lifing, okay? The thing that you should always do is to try to retrace your steps and go back to your system. That's it for me. It always works. It definitely works. I have seen this. I have tried it. I have tested it, baby girl. I have tested of the Lord's goodness. And I'm telling you that this system is working. For working moms, I may not have that figured out because I'm not a working mom. If you actually take this system, you'll be able to figure out your day-to-day life as a working mother, working from home, on-site work, whatever you're doing, you may be able to figure it out, okay? This is why this system works. It makes sure that everything that is important has a time that you pay attention to it, has a day that you pay attention to it. Your laundry is taken care of, your home is taken care of, you spend time with your family, you take care of yourself, you're able to do the things that you love. The systems actually help you to be a more productive mother, a more productive wife, and most importantly, a more productive human, because you won't get lost. It's like a guide. Because you've already decided on these things, because you've already put these things together, you're not waking up every single day wondering, how am I going to get everything done today? This is the part where I'm going to tell you that as a Christian mama, you cannot do anything without God, because you can have all these systems, have everything planned out, everything ready. You can have all these systems put in place, but still struggle. Let me tell you, you need the Holy Spirit. He's going to help you. He's going to give you the grace on days that you feel like you can handle it, on days that you feel like you don't know what you're doing. The Holy Spirit is always there. The Bible says that He is our comforter. So He's always there to comfort you. So once you have all the systems packaged, make sure that you do not forget your source, which is God. Remember that this whole goal isn't to create a perfect life. Nobody has it perfect. Nobody has it all figured out. But The goal is to create a life that is sustainable to you, is to create a life that feels more intentional, that feels more put together. But if you're overwhelmed because you're trying to do everything every single day, all the time, it's because you don't have a system. Put the systems to work and let me know in the comment section how it goes.